I'm just going to refresh my Facebook feed to see that there's actually a live stream broadcast onto my page. And assuming there is, we can get things started. Refresh, refresh. Hey, there we are. Awesome. Okay, my friend, I'll start this stopwatch thing and I'll get things kicked off.
Cool.
Got like 20 screens doing different stuff here. Work. I can move that down here. Right, that seems to be working. Cool.
Perfect.
Okay. This is 13 Minutes. I'm Elliot Reeves. My guest today is Mr. Stephen Sharp. Stephen, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Elliot. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. We were chatting just a little bit beforehand. How are you feeling at the moment?
Different, certainly different. This is day 18 in the Big Brother house. Unfortunately, in the Big Brother house, I am on my own. So yeah, it's different. It's a bad state of affairs when the council wheelie bin's been out more times in the last 3 weeks than me. So it's strange.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I feel your pain. I really do. So for anyone who doesn't know you, just a little intro as to who you are and what you're about.
Yeah, well, as you said, I'm Stephen Sharp. By day, I'm a customer account manager for a printer cartridge company called Infotone Imaging Supply. So I supply printer cartridges to a lot of customers throughout the UK and Ireland. And in my spare time, I'm first team coach at semi-professional junior side Stonyburn Juniors, as well as being a community champion ambassador for the charity Crohn's and Colitis UK. So
yeah,
a wide range of stuff there.
Very much so. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming that with that, your Crohn's, that puts you into a slightly higher risk category than most. Is that right?
Yeah, it's I don't think I'm on the highest of categories because I'm not really on medication because I've had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm playing it safe. I'm being sensible. I'm staying away, not just for my own health, but for the health of others. I would hate to be a carrier, so I'm trying to listen to the rules as much as it's tough and it's frustrating. Mm-hmm. But they're for
Absolutely. Rules are there for a reason.
Correct.
So, how have you been managing yourself over the last, as you say, 18 days? Not that you're keeping track.
No, did you want to know the minutes? The hours? I'm very fortunate that I'm working from home. I'm very, very fortunate in that instance that I'm still keeping in touch with my customers that are still open, trying to provide a service because, as I said, the company I work for, we deal with a lot of NHS, so these guys are still going, they're doing an amazing job, and we need to provide. So as a company, we've all pulled together and we're trying our best to provide as high a service as we can to our customers. So that's keeping me the mind active 8:30 till 5 Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Out with that time. I'm very lucky that I've met some amazing people through football. So I've been doing I've been flirting with the ages of techno culture. I've been video calling, Skyping, like some of yourself, all this new technology. So it's great to get in touch with people that you've not spoke to in a while, and it really does help pass the time when it can be a bit lonely when you're stuck in.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. You were telling me as well, you were chatting to Alex McLeish last night.
Yeah,
awesome.
Big Ek was on the guy's a legend. But his two sons have got IBD. So that's the connection there. But that's a lot of guys in football, the professional game, that I've managed to have a chinwag with over the last few days, and it's good because it's great to get in the mindset of how they do things, and again, it passes, as much as it passes my time, and it's probably passing their time as well, because there's nothing better than talking about something you love.
Yeah. So other than that, then, what are you doing to fill the football void in your life?
Oh, I seriously consider getting up this morning and putting a tracksuit on and just shouting and bawling in the living room, setting up the cones, because it's killing me. But no, I'm just doing a lot of trying to upskill, trying to read up on things, learn things, make conversation with people that I've maybe not spoken to in a while, and just seeing how they're getting on, because as much as I'm feeling it being in myself, other people are probably feeling it just as tough.
Yeah.
And I try to think to myself, who do I know that's in the house their own and whatever, and I'll drop them a wee text, and because you know what, that wee text backwards and forwards can be the highlight of somebody's day at the minute. So just trying to keep as social, because I'm quite a social person, as you know.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Trying my best to keep doing that and branching out to people.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I was saying in the conversation that I had before this, quite a lot of people that I'm speaking to will say, like, oh, the world's never going to be the same, or the world's going to change on the back of this, which, I'd love to be the case. Maybe I'm a little bit skeptical about how much change there's going to be, but in what way or in what ways would you like to see the world change as a result?
I'd love to see people being more humble and thinking a bit more. I think what's happening, I stay in a small village in West Lothian, and I think seeing people coming together and helping each other is absolutely fantastic. And I'd love that to continue, because people do need help and support at times, whether it's picking up, even before this happened, whether it's, if I'm feeling a bit low, I'm not feeling great, I need a pint of milk. And people are all helping each other, and it's great to see. And I think it's bringing communities closer together. My big fear is, once it goes back to normal, we'll forget about these times. But we never thought we'd ever be in this position. So who's to say that something like this, maybe not on this scale, but might happen in the future? So it's important, I think, that we keep what we've learned just now. We keep that going, because it's great to see people helping each other, and people that are not necessarily friends, but are doing stuff for other people just because they want to help. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I totally agree. Very much so. Let's say there's somebody out there at the moment that's really struggling. They're having a hard time with, being in the house all the time, not getting out, etc., etc. What advice or insights could you give to anyone that's really having a hard time just now?
Don't take it personally. Don't think it's just you. There is other people out there that's feeling it as well. But my biggest advice would be, pick up the phone. Not just for the people suffering, it's for other people as well. So if you might be sitting at home in a big fancy house and feeling great and thinking lockdown's not really bothering you, pick up the phone, send a text to your friends, check in with people, make sure they're okay, get talking. Because I tell you, the conversations I've had over the last few days with people I've not spoken to in a while, and it might be a 10-minute conversation, some last for an hour. And I'll tell you, it really, you come off the phone and you're like, I've a sense of achievement today. I've done something. I've caught up with somebody. I've spoke about old times. We've spoke about the daft things that we've done in the past, and it really is great, and it really does wonders for your morale. I've loved it. All the old pictures of football and things like that on Facebook. It's been amazing, and I think that's a key to getting through the tough times, is the art of conversation. I think that's real inspired Edinburgh stuff. It's the art of conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it's it proves that conversation's not dead. So pick up the phone and get chatting.
Love it. Good answer, man. Good answer. Where can people find you?
Currently in my living room, probably for the next God knows how long. But no, I can be found on social media. I'm on Facebook. I've got my own awareness page. Stephen Sharp, Let's Make a Difference, where a lot of celebrities back and supported me. I'm on it sporadically now. I pop up old memories. When the NHS were celebrating all the great work the NHS are doing, I shared my memories of when I was in the sick kids and things like that, and my consultants, and I just share little parts of my life when I was growing up with illness, and I also put the odd video on to try and support others that are kind of struggling at the minute, because there is a lot of people that are out there that are just needing a bit of support and an arm round the shoulder, but obviously socially distancing, arm round the shoulder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that just aren't accustomed to this way of life. If they've, they're like fast paced and they're out and they're always doing stuff, then this must feel like, like 1 mile an hour, really, really struggling.
Exactly.